I need the lip gloss. Hold on. I guess this could be one of the first products from my favorites. Clarence sent me these little like lip oils, a clear one, a sort of red one, and a pink one, and I'm like super hooked on them right now. I don't like a gloss, kind of like an oil. It adds just like the littlest bit of color, like that's the brightest red one. It's not crazy, right? So yes, anyways, welcome back. It is time for my May favorites. I'm trying really hard for 2024 to do a favorites video every single month, just sharing things that I just liked from this month. No real rhyme or reason behind the video besides that, so let's dive in. First up are grit sticks. I made an entire Instagram reel about these because I just love them so much. They essentially replace the normal bag clip and they are far superior. They're so much better. All you have to do is fold over any bag, they slide on, and they create an airtight seal. So not only does your food last longer, but unlike bag clips, they're not going to pop off. You don't have to worry about some of the stuff spilling out from the sides. I find them just so great. I use them for everything. I especially really love them for like my freezer foods, like frozen vegetables and stuff, because bag clips and freezers do not mesh well because too much is moving around in the freezer. The bag clips are falling off and now you have frozen corn all over your freezer. Not that I'm speaking for personal experience, but I am. I'm telling you, grit sticks are far superior to bag clips. Ixib is a water table cover. I get this for the first time this year. I love water tables for my kids, but I always find by midsummer they just kind of get gross, they get disgusting, even if I'm good about like drying it out and putting it in the garage. When I realized that you could just buy a cover for the water table, I was like, duh, this is such a smart solution. So at night, I just throw the cover over the top of it really quick, and it just keeps dirt and disgusting stuff from accumulating on my kids' water table. I've been really loving the Fresh Wave Room Spray. This is essentially like a plant-based odor eliminator, so it does have a scent, but the scent doesn't really linger for more than maybe 30 to 60 minutes. But what it really does is I find that it helps to eliminate bad smells in rooms. I've been using this particularly, I keep one in our upstairs bathroom, and like every couple of mornings I just go through my kids' rooms and I'll spray it because I just find like dirty laundry sitting in the room just kind of like gets musty and smelly. I'm sort of weird about trying to use artificial fragrances because we've heard, you know, they're not good for us. So I love that this is just a plant-based product without the bad stuff in it that really focuses on just eliminating the odors. And I do find that even once the kind of scent of it has gone away, the general bad smells in the room are much less. So I do find that it works pretty well. Okay, so next up is bug spray for kids. Bug sprays for kids is a little tricky and I'm not going to try to pretend to be an expert on it. I'll link a blog post down below that I read that I thought that was really helpful, where it sort of breaks down the different components and kinds of bug sprays that you can buy for your kids. Essentially, from when I learned, there's 3 levels. There's DEET, there is something called Caradan, which I'm probably pronouncing incorrectly, what some people consider like a safer DEET, and then there's using just essential oils. So I got one bug spray to sort of be just our go-to bug spray to keep around the house, which is just essential oil based. And then I also got these sort of smaller versions of one that has the Bacardian, that I don't know if I'm pronouncing correctly, but I like these because they're sort of small little travel ones, so I can keep one in my purse, one in my car. These are nice if I know I'm going to be going somewhere that's more of like a high bug area, so maybe we're going for a hike, or if we're going to be outside in our backyard, like right at that dusk time when my kids really get bit a lot. I love the Jan and Jules shoes. I just discovered these this year. Bought some for my daughter, and then I got some for my 1-year-old. I'm going to buy some for my 5-year-old this year. They're just like really great summer shoes, like spring and summer shoes. They're super breathable. You don't have to put them on with socks. It's okay if the kids get them wet. They come in like really adorable, cute prints. Next is our Boon Pivot Tower. I use learning towers in the kitchen with my kids. I have actually owned, this is my 3rd or 4th one, which I know sounds a little bit excessive, but some of it is just being in the business that I am. I have tried different ones simply for the sake of testing them and reviewing them. And this is my favorite learning tower that I have ever used for a couple of reasons. One, I actually like that it's plastic because it's just way easier to keep tidy and clean. Some of the wood ones that I have bought I really like, but I've had them splinter. I've also had wood ones that were painted and then they just get chipped and it makes them look dingy and gross after a while. And then what's amazing about the Boom Pivot is it collapses so easy. The easiest collapsible learning tower I've ever used. Literally just like 3 buttons that you press and it completely collapses flat, which I love because I keep it collapsed most of the time, and then I can just quickly pop it open when one of my children need it. So I will say, after years of using lots of different learning towers in the kitchen, this is definitely my favorite one. I love these zipper pouches for organizing. This was not like the first time I've ever bought them, but I did just repurchase some recently last month. I use them for like organizing my diaper bag. I will put a bunch of toys in them, like different various toys when I'm traveling. So I have travel toys. I keep them in my car's middle console. I have one that has a change of clothes for each kid. I have one with just like emergency snack. Pretty much anytime I'm doing any sort of outing or going out and about with my kids, this is what I'm using to organize the stuff that I am using, because they're just so easy. They're just so versatile. I also love the biggest size ones for decanting like puzzles and board games out of the boxes. They just store so much better when you could store them into these zipper pouches. Next up is my trash bag for my car. I love this product so much. I feel like I've tried a lot of different like trash hacks and tricks for keeping trash out of my car, and this is hands down the best one that I've used. It hangs on the back of your car headrest. I hang it on the passenger side so that way even when I'm in my driver's seat, like I can reach back and I can reach it and put stuff into the trash. It comes with a handful of bags attached to it. You can just fill it up to your heart's content. Once it's full, you just rip it off. It even has like a little sticky adhesive part so you can fold it over and close it, keep it closed until you can like throw it out in a trash can. And then you have a new fresh trash bag hanging right there. So far has helped me keep my car so much cleaner. And I want to forget to tell you about this little storage shed that we got for our backyard. This has been the perfect thing to store my kids' toys. You can just put like all sorts of stuff in here, whether you're putting in scooters and small bikes, but you can also get shelves for just like those weird odds and ends outdoor toys that your kids have that just sort of will clutter up the lawn. This has been the perfect solution as a really organized, easy place to keep them, put them at the end of the night, and then my kids can get them themselves. Wait, last up is Super Cubes. I have talked about these in the past, but I just haven't ever included them in a favorites video, and I really have been using them a lot. I've been making a lot of my own soups and a lot of my own broths, and this just allows you to take your soups, broths. You can do it with pastas. I've done it with stews, and you can portion them off. They come in like half cups, cups, and 2 cups, I think. And this is just the best and easiest way to store any of your soups, stews, and broths in the freezer. I love that it's pre-sized as well. So like I said, I can just grab like a 2-cup one when I'm making a soup, but I always have broth ready. I just think that these are really smart if you're somebody who does like to freeze, like bulk freeze different kinds of foods. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to yourself and others, and I will see you all
in my next video.